I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Fire evacuation. In case of emergency, we can exit through the back door or to the door to my left, down the stairs and away from the building. Roll call.
Donna Corbin-Sabinski.
Here.
Kevin Zorda. Absent. Virginia Higley. Here. Kelly Hemler.
Here.
Dylan Bridge.
Here.
Ann Collins.
Here.
Ken Kaufman.
Here.
Chris Renaud.
Here.
Robert Gillespie.
Here.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'd like to seat Chris. Okay, that way. Okay, good. Public communications and petitions. Is there anybody in the audience who want to speak regarding items not on the agenda? No? Anybody want to speak on items not on the agenda? Seeing none. Correspondence, we don't have any. At least I didn't. Anybody else? No. Minutes of preceding meetings for April 1st.
I move we accept the April 1st, 2025 minutes.
Second.
Okay, wait a minute. There. See if I had anything. I don't think I had any changes. No. Okay, good. So it was Ginny and seconded by
Kelly.
Kelly? Roll call?
Donna Corbin-Sabinski.
Yes.
Virginia Higley. Yes. Kelly Hemler.
Yes.
Dylan Bridge.
Yes.
Ann Collins.
Yes.
Ken Kaufman.
Yes.
And Chris.
Oh, and Chris Renaud.
Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes. We don't have a town attorney report, no continued public hearings, no new public hearings, no old business, and next is new business. And that will be AAA 141 Parsons Road, application for an agent approval for minor tree clearing within the upland review area. Chris Marzala?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Applicant, Our Town Home Buyers LLC owner, map 11, lot 18, R33. Hi, welcome.
Hi, Chris Marszalek, Our Town Home Buyers, LLC, 115 Parsons Road.
Thank you. Want to tell us a little bit?
So I'm simply looking to take down a tree that is dead, take out a couple branches on a few other trees, level a little bit of the lot so it's not sloping so severely towards the river, kind of back towards the road. Plant some grass seed, and then I have a driveway that we're going to...
Chris, other application.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that was,
Oh, I thought we're on so we're on the lot?
We're on the lot, correct.
So
Yeah.
I have a lot across the street, which I will eventually be putting in an application to build a house on that, but for now, we want to take down 4 trees and do a little bit of clearing to get ready for that.
when are you going to do the house?
Probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm still wrapping
Oh.
up some stuff with the surveyor
Yeah.
and planner. It may take 5 weeks, it may take 6, but we're
Probably by the time you do all
wrapping
your
up.
stuff, yeah. Okay. And this is, Stephen, do you have anything?
Yep, so I met with the applicant on site, and it is just the 4 trees. We actually met on a day that was, that had rained a little bit prior, so I could see if there was any flooding issues. There was no concerns there. I did miss that the health department actually left a comment as of earlier today. The comment is that the North Central District Health Department does not have any issues with the removing of trees since public sewer is available. However, during your next phase, the NCDHD is requiring the submittal of an engineering plot plan showing the proposed location of the water supply well, the sewer line, proposed dwelling with the building sewer line, and any accessory structures. This will be necessary before this department can sign off on a building permit. So, sounds like the health department's concerns are only when the actual home comes in. And as Chris had already mentioned, he's aware that he has to come back for the wetlands permit for when he builds the home. This is just simply to remove the trees that are currently existing.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, this is within the 200-foot of the river, and there's really no wetlands on it, so.
Yeah.
Nope.
So we're good. I think we're good. Anybody have any comments, questions, concerns? No? Motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve AAA number 141 Parsons Road, application for an agent approval for minor tree clearing within the upland review area. Chris Marziak, sorry if I said it wrong. Applicant, Our Town Home Builders LLC, owner, map 11, lot 18, R33 zone. And with the following conditions. Is this just regular conditions?
just
or
regular
should I-
conditions,
Okay, so I don't have to read them?
No, just the number.
So no site-specific conditions other than the erosion controls.
Right. Okay.
Second?
Second?
Like to second that? Thank you.
Ken, second it. Okay, thank you. Any comments, questions? No. Roll call?
Donna Corbin Savinsky.
Yes.
Virginia Higley, yes. Kelly Himmler.
Yes.
Dylan Bridge.
Yes.
Ann Collins.
Yes.
Ken Kosman.
Yes.
Chris Renault.
Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes. One question. It doesn't have an address?
No, there's no address yet because there's no building there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that once we actually put in the application and it gets approved, and then there's the building, then there will be some sort of address.
Okay.
For now, just the map lot and
The
number.
map lot, okay. Next is item B, new business, AAA 142. This is 115 Parsons Road. Application for an agent approval for minor tree clearing, driveway re-gravel, and regrading within the upland review area. Chris Marzalek, applicant, Our Town Home Builders LLC owner, map 11, lot 17, R33. Sorry for your name. Okay.
So this is the property where I'm taking down one tree. I have some branches on the right side of the house that need to come down, and I think there's a couple on the left side that the tree guy will take a look at and need to come down. I need to do some grading on the lot just to get it to slope back towards the road and away from the water so severely. After we do that, we're just gonna plant some seed, grow some grass, and then I have to throw some gravel in to cover the driveway.
As Chris simply explained, it's mostly just some simple maintenance work. I also met with the applicant on site, and the regrading that he's proposing, he's not adding any additional dirt. He's just simply moving around some of the dirt that's currently in existence. The yard is pretty bumpy right now, so the plans are, and the intentions that are just smooth out the yard, so that way it can be a nice level yard for whoever's going to be the next owner to enjoy. I did speak with the applicant on site and asked him to install a silt fencing along the river's edge so that way we can catch some siltation if there is any that's going to fall off during the regrading, which he's already gone ahead and installed. I did make a comment that the silt fence appears to be not touching the ground in certain areas, which we had a discussion earlier today, and he said that before he begins the regrading, he will fix the silt fencing so that way it's touching the ground and it will prevent siltation. Otherwise, any other tree removals are going to be done by hand, and there was a comment from Health earlier today. Any accumulated debris, trash, and or other items from the yard cleanup shall be properly removed and disposed of. So, no real concerns.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a question. There you go. You said that there's not going to be any soil that will be brought onto the property, right?
I'm not planning on it, no.
Okay, because in here it says that will not bring any new soils, but then a paragraph down it says any soil that will be brought onto the property will be topsoil for purposes of planting grass. It's contradictory.
Right,
Yeah, I
but
saw that too.
I should have been a little bit more clear. He's not planning bringing soil for regrading. Any soils would be only topsoils for the purpose of planting plants. So he's not planning on adding a bunch of soil on top of what's already existing.
Shame on you for confusing us.
My apologies. I'll do better.
I caught that too.
Reading it, right?
You know what? I'm testing you. That's what I'm doing.
Best.
Okay. That, I caught that as well. That was going to be my, so wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. You did, I let you beat me. Anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. So we should put in the conditions. The soil is being brought in for planting grass, is that what we said?
Yeah.
For planting grass. Topsoil, it's going to be topsoil. And then the silt fencing is to be up around the,
There was a spelling error on the first page. I don't know if that needs to be fixed or not, but in the first paragraph, it says re-gavel.
oh, the re-gravel?
Yeah, I don't know if that needs to be,
Yeah.
regular gravel.
yeah. I didn't know if that needed to be changed or not, but just wanted to.
That's up to Stephen.
It's a typo.
It doesn't
The
go on
staff
the
report-
condition, it doesn't go on the.
It doesn't go into conditions now.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, so part of the conditions, what did you say about the silt fencing? It needs to be raised up
Down.
or raised?
Silt fencing will be
Adjusted
fixed
to-
to prevent siltation.
Okay,
Okay.
ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like
Ann,
to.
did you, well, Ann, did you have
Sorry.
anything? I keep forgetting she's back there.
No.
Okay, sorry.
I'd like to make a motion to approve AAA number 142, 115 Parsons Road, application for agent approval for minor tree clearing, driveway regavel, and regrading within the Upland Review area. Chris Marzalak, applicant, Our Town Home Builders LLC, owner, map 11, lot 17, R33 zone, with the following conditions, the regular conditions, but the site specifics would be soil for planting grass would only be topsoil, and the silt fencing would be to prevent siltation.
Like to second that, please?
Okay, Kelly and then Ken seconded it. Any more discussion, concerns? No? Roll call?
Donna Corbin Savinsky.
Yes.
Virginia Higley, yes. Kelly Hemler.
Yes.
Dylan Bridge.
Yes.
Ann Collins.
Yes.
Ken Kaufman.
Yes.
Chris Renault.
Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes. Thank you very much.
Good deal. Thank you. Have a great night, folks.
Yes, you too.
Put in a boat launch?
Have a good night.
Put in a boat launch. Next is enforcement reports, violation, notice of violation, 13 Hilliard Drive. Stephen?
Give me 1 second to get that pulled back up here. All right.
Oh, you actually had him come.
So just a quick recap of getting us up to this point. On March 6th, a complaint came into the office from the fire department that there was some tree clearing being done in the area that he had concerns with, and it turns out that there was some tree clearing that was going on the property. I had then sent out a cease and desist order to the owner of the property on our records, which was Kevin Ferguson. He came into the office, explained that he had sold the property to somebody else, but until we had that proof of record, he was still expected to show up. On the day of the meeting, that is when TJ had shown up to the meeting and explained the situation. Since then, on March 19th, I sent out a notice of violation so that they can have a record of the violation as noted by staff with the attendance of today's meeting date being April 15th of 2025. This was designed to give Thomas time to take our feedback and considerations to be able to put some kind of plan together. On March 20th, TJ came into, do you prefer Thomas or TJ? TJ, please. TJ? All right, so TJ came into Town Hall around 9 a.m. to discuss what needed to resolve the violation with myself and Georgiana Driver. It was discussed that the deal was to build a single-family home on 13 Hilliard Drive and 51 Bridge Lane. Zoning regulations and setbacks were shared, as well as the idea to merge the two lots together to build over the lot line that separated them if they needed to, and what materials they would need for a lot line merger, such as an A2 certified survey. I also informed TJ that when he applies for the wetlands permit, he will need a soil scientist to help find and delineate the wetlands on the property, as well as a report that discusses the impacts of the development. TJ asked if they can cut down some of the dead trees that are in the area, and I responded that it would be best to leave the site as is until an application has been submitted. Before he left, I informed him that I sent a notice of violation to their current address since the cease and desist order was sent to the previous owner. And again, this acts as a copy for their own records, and that no additional requests have been made from them at this time. I informed them that they were expected to attend at today's meeting date, and that this will essentially act as an update to the commission to show the progress that they have made since they came to the original March 18th meeting. As of April 10th, there has not been any continued tree cutting / clearing to my knowledge.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
How you doing?
So I guess we're the same as the last time. Yep. Just a new owner, so, the
Yeah.
right owner, so.
Yeah. So since then, I've had a wetland delineation done.
Oh, you did?
I'm waiting, I should be getting quotation back from surveyor and engineer, hopefully by the end of next week. And then my plan would be to get them out there as soon as I get that from them.
Right, so you could do that. Perfect, thank you very much.
Yeah?
I don't have anything now at the moment.
Nope.
Okay, so we'll wait for your application.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
Thank you for being so thorough.
And, yeah, thank you. And thanks for coming back in. Planning and staff report.
So I know Commissioner Kaufman, you had asked about what's the address?
1695.
1695 King Street. I did a little bit of digging, and I saw that they did get a PZC approval in 2021. They did get a soil scientist to go out there, delineate, find if there's any wetlands, and the wetlands are on the way far back of the property. Any work that is being done on that property is outside of the upland review area, so there are no impacts to the wetlands over there.
Yeah, I found the permit online.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was 2021, sorry. And there's actually two properties back there.
Wow.
So it's 1695, then behind it is 1697, and that's where the wetlands are on the maps, yeah. So they really, so that's why it never came to us, because they weren't in the wetland area.
Yep.
And I think what they're doing is that's where the second building's going, because I drove by it.
Yep, I think it's for like a chocolate factory. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I don't remember the full
Yeah.
details of it, but yeah, the thing is for like a small chocolate factory they're putting back there.
At
So.
Snowgroves, it's behind Snowgroves.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that good? Yeah.
And then I know Chairwoman
Go ahead, just say Don.
Sorbinsky. There we go. You wanted an update from 92 Post Office Road. And I had sent out a couple of emails, didn't get much of a response. The last email I had sent out, I asked him for an update. It doesn't have to be an exact timeline, just a rough estimate. And so far what I have gotten back is that in my comments I mentioned that the commission noted that there were a few small piles of dirt around the property that needed to be graded properly, which he did complete shortly after that site visit. A reminder to not bring extra soil onto the property, and if he is to, please inform us where it's coming from, where it is going, which he informed me over the phone that if there was any additional soils, they were coming from 100 Post Office Road. And I still do not have any updates on fixing the silt fencing, or an update on when he's getting his land surveyor out there. But also, to my knowledge, there has not been any additional work done on the property. So my only assumption is that he is pausing any and all work until he's gotten some sort of establishment with the land surveyor.
Yeah, okay.
Does that have anything to do with the Oliver Road house also?
Same owner,
Same owner?
Yeah.
Same permit? Same issue?
No, different
No,
permit,
not permit.
different permit.
Same owner.
Same owner.
Different issue?
Right, different issue. Yeah, it's two different, same owner, but two different.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was 3 houses, right?
It's
With
three
Oliver,
houses.
with Oliver Road,
It's 3 houses.
with Oliver Road, that was a zoning cease and desist order.
Yeah, is that still in place?
That is still in place, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I drove by those, and Oliver Road is all full of water, tons of water. It's awful. Yeah, and then, in post office, they had, it looks like they fixed the silt fencing.
Oh, have they? I haven't been past the
Just saw
property
yesterday
since.
when. I drove by.
Okay, so they may have
Might
fixed it
have,
yesterday
yeah,
then.
yeah. It looks a lot better than it did before.
Okay, so it looks like he's making progress on addressing the commission's requests. Just whether he may be busy and trying to get things done in the background before
Yeah.
giving us a response.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for that. And that's it for your planning?
Yeah, that's everything I have.
Oh, okay. No applications to be received at this time? Miscellaneous? Just a note, the town council has a public hearing set for April 22nd for our ordinance. I heard it was going to be at 6:30, but then I saw it was published for 6:45 on the 22nd, the public hearing.
Yep. And I will be present at that meeting to give the wetlands ordinance presentation, so.
And I know Ginny, Kelly, and I are going to be there, and anybody else wants to join us, you're welcome. Yeah.
Did we ever find the updated litigation things that were missing that we were talking about last week or last meeting? Do you know?
Oh, for Yankee Casting?
Yeah, there was something. It's in the minutes
Yeah,
about it. I didn't know if there was any update. It's not a huge thing, but
yeah. So we haven't,
Again, my understanding is that what's on the town attorney report is pending litigation. So once it's no longer on the town attorney report, means it's in litigation. That's my understanding.
yeah.
Isn't the state also addressing that problem?
Yankee Casting?
Yeah, I think so. They did in the past.
Well, they
for
came
some
back and said it was air
violations.
quality, not wetland quality. They didn't look into wetland. They came back, Deep came back and said.
Oh, okay.
It was something to do with the air quality.
Okay.
They did not address our concerns about the wetlands.
Okay,
So
I'm surprised.
we have to go back after them. Well, yeah. So I don't know what, that's when you turned it over to town attorney,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for them to look into it as our concerns.
Good.
Yeah.
motion to adjourn.
Who just said that?
Oh,
You did, Dylan. And you, second, anybody?
I'd like to second that motion to adjourn.
It's 7:22. All in favor? All in favor to adjourn? We're-
You didn't talk about your properties that you like.
Well, you can mention it.